What's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? All right. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Before we kick things off, just gonna be talking to you guys here for a little bit. Send out a couple updates, a couple announcements. But what's happening? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Gio? How's everyone else today? All right. What's good? What's up, Stefan? It's Lonzo. We got Joe, Brandon, Kadesha, Mike. What's good, guys? Seth. What does that say? Mylen, Brandon. Welcome, guys. All right, cool. So just sending this around real quick, making sure that, people getting some free value here. Get the people going. All right. One second. How's everyone's week starting so far? How are y'all starting this week off? I had Monday, extremely bullish start to the day. Senpai, what's up? What's up, Linz? Steven? Yeah, I know. I figured. Every time someone's name is pronounced is spelled PH, you have to call it Stefan so you get that reaction. Some tears, a little trolling, it keeps us all alive. I just do it for the lulz. You know the vibes. Alright, so this is looking good. Alright. So yeah, there will be a massive announcement. You just disrespecting us. YM? Oh yeah. For sure. That was lovely. We love that. Yeah, would have loved the buy, but it just kind of didn't get it. And I think Nas kind of gave a nice, decent buy setup, but it really didn't confirm for me. And I'll dive into that stuff. And guys, I'm not sharing my screen or anything if anyone's wondering. Not quite there yet, but we will soon. What's up with this thing? Here we go. All right. Phone is bugging out. FOMC this week. I have a little surprise for you guys here. All good as only Monday for sure. Our firm decided to change trade blocker for MT5. Needed to wait 48 hours for our credentials. Nice. That's actually fantastic. Well, who are you trading with, Kadesha? Who are you guys trading with? Let me know. You guys are in PR, so should be available also in the US, whatever it is that you're using. Funding Pips? Funding Pips back on MetaTrader. How did I miss that today? Wow, I'm a noob apparently. Mike got insider preference. My 50K held up too. Word. I switched to top tier today because of it. You still got it though, right? All right, let's see. Is this thing on? Let me make sure I have the right microphone on. So y'all get that HD sound. Hold on. I kind of switched up my setup, so this might not be the best move today, actually. We shall see. Let's see what this looks like today. All right, guys, we're going to kick this off here. Just give me like 30 seconds. Un momento, por favor. Okay. See. All right, you guys should be able to hear me now, loud and clear. Beautiful. Let me know if that sounds nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. All right, okay. Let's get after it. Cool. What's popping? Way cleaner. Beautiful. And then let me get my screen on here. I need to figure out, I have a setting off. Something's off with my setting because my quality should be better for my video too. And it's not. Because I'm definitely way more attractive than this. Let's just be honest. Okay. Well, we'll work with this. Well, anyways, guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Start of the week for me. I like to be transparent. For me, started the week off with interesting movement on AUD with Australian 6A for my futures traders. And then I took a swing at 2 setups on Dow Jones. Did not go my way today. So, Australian did go about almost a 1R before it reversed and then just got clapped on Dow Jones both times. So we'll go into that a little bit. We do have some pretty big stuff for, hold on, this is, I think, too loud sometimes. So let me go down a little bit. This is not going down. But yeah, so we have, I don't want to give you guys some high frequencies or anything and just, quality looks good. It looks good, but it looks like, it should look crazy. But it's fine. I'll figure it out after this. I just noticed that it's always been like this and it could be better. But anyways, besides the techie stuff, I do have a huge announcement today. I mean, should I make it starting or should I make it later? We'll make it like halfway through, around like 8:30. So in like 20 minutes, I'll make the announcement. It's pretty dope. Nothing to be worried about. And then, but yeah, so we have FOMC, which is interesting because we have, everything's moving around really interesting because the markets got pretty close to those elections price action. If we go to the daily with Dow Jones, this is the futures contracts. But if you look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, when we were dropping here, we got really, really, really close to elections price action. And not elections, September 11th. And there was a little bit of those big drops that you guys see right here. So we got those moves. We didn't quite get there, whether it was Dow Jones or with NAS or S&P. So something's telling me we got to get there still. And then when we look at Bitcoin also, so FOMC interest rates, that's like the best possible, in my experience, like what can really shake things up the most. So I am expecting a very, very big day. Can't see the charts. That's okay. You don't really need to see them yet, but so I will let you guys see them when you need to see them. But basically at this point, guys, one thing you guys are going to notice is a lot should happen this week tomorrow, there should be some preparation for things as well. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good week. And so I'm going to break down fundamentals. We're going to go over what to expect with different classes, asset classes. So we'll go over majors. We'll go over metals. We'll go over a couple setups that I see happening. GBP USD, I see something that's possible. And we'll kind of dive in there. But before I really dive in, let me know in the chat if there's something specific you want me to look at, if there's anything that is a little bit more interesting to you, something you're focused on, whether it's a setup. I know a lot of you guys know my setups. And then also let me know if you're kind of new. If you're newer to trading in general, you're kind of figuring this whole thing out, let me know. Drop a 1 in the chat. And then if you're, kind of past the basics, but you're figuring out how to make a system, how to understand smart money and things like that, drop a 5 in the chat for me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Vicente, Daniel, Aaron, Corey, what's up, man? Gadesha, Henry, can't see. Oh, you're good. It's more locked in on that than your face. Okay. It wants the mic. No, it's not even that, but I see your point. Cool. So we got to have people from all over, all types, all over the place, which is really awesome. So yeah, let's dive into it, guys. Let's get into the charts. Let's get into the good stuff over here. So let's see. Where do we want to start? Let me know in the chat. Where do you guys want to kick this off? Dollar pairs, indices, metals, crypto. What's the vibe, folks? What's the vibe? So I'm going to start things off. Let's see here. Where can we go to? So actually, before I dive in, I want to talk about this again. Don't forget to like and share to live for the sensei. Hey, much love. How do you pronounce your username? Pozo? Pazao trade. Before I dive into this, I want to talk to you guys about something I noticed. When it comes down to the data feeds, over the last 2 years or so, I've gotten more into futures trading. And one thing I have noticed, which has been really, really interesting, is how much more precise the futures charts are than CFDs. And I think there's a couple reasons for it. One, there's just more liquidity with futures. Two, it's just more, it's the same. It's like the same data feed. You're going to get the CME data feed or New York, whatever. Like you're going to get the same data feed across the board. Doesn't matter what prop firms, what exchanges, what platforms, what regulated, it's going to be the same. But when we compare these, it makes such a big difference. And I'm starting to notice there's certain trades that I remember I would think like, why did this not work? Or why did we not even get like a reversal or a reaction or anything? Like it just totally just, went through it. Oh, let me plug this bad boy in. It totally just, it would just destroy the zone completely. One sec, guys. All right, let's see if this mic. Okay, cool. We're still good. So, hello. Hold on. Dude, am I going to lose you guys this quickly? All right, we're back. Interesting. Yeah, so, okay. Anyways, looks like whenever I plug something in, it pulls a lot. I might need to upgrade my little setup here so that I can handle, like, I don't know, high quality mic and sound and all this good stuff and monitors or whatever. But anyways, there's some things that over the years I was just like, why didn't this work out? And I was like, all right, well, it's not a perfect way to trade. It's impossible. So I guess I'll just take that as an L and then you just kind of move on, right? But I've been noticing over the last few months that the certain setups would miss my entry by a couple pips on CFDs, but it would trigger on futures And then on futures, it would mitigate, it would make, a minimum movement where I would normally go break even or reduce my risk. And then, and then it would reverse. Whereas if I was only looking at CFDs, so if I was only looking at, like AUD USD instead of just futures, Australian futures, I wouldn't have even been a setup. So today, for example, and then now let me show you guys my charts here. But today, for example, we had a very specific moment happen where here we had AUD USD. And you guys can see here, we've been waiting for this setup for like a week or so. And so there was a push to the upside, and then there was a last, like a bigger, like a real, like in the moment, a nice pump. Like you can tell, it's very obvious that it just pumped to the upside and then dropped, which was this red line. Okay, so we can just bring this over here. It was the red line. So right there. So that swept the high. The market dropped. And I'm looking at AUD USD over here, and that missed. So I missed my zone, and then it reversed. Okay. And then I'm looking at futures, because I'm like comparing all of this now all the time. It's like getting kind of annoying. So I'm looking at this, and I see like, wait a minute, and I don't notice this until after. I'm already in there, so I kind of got lucky, but it's a total, one, it's a different set. It just looks way different. But two, it does hit the zone, and we do get the reversal. And then the reason I really was like, actually, this definitely is doing a mitigation, because we had that 7:30, we had that news event, right, today. That news event an hour before New York Open. And I'm like, wait, hold on. We have a news event with New York Open at this exact moment. And you're telling me that it just happened to miss, but with futures it did. It came back to the zone, and then we saw the big drop. So at this point in time, I'm like, wait a minute. No, this is precise. And I've seen this happen over and over and over again. It's happened with metals. It's happened with everything. Oil. I've seen it everywhere. Indices. So I would say, if I were you, it depends on how you trade and what you have access to, and obviously, your income and everything. But if you want that extra difference, which I think makes, if you can win one extra trade, or if you can avoid one loss, it's worth it. I think it's like a $7 upgrade on, I think that's what I paid. It was like $7 a month to get live data from futures on TradingView. Now, if you're trading like, your own account with futures, or you're trading with some sort of futures prop firm, then, you're getting live data feed. But if you want to just have it here on TradingView, it's like $7. But yeah, it's much better. Just in the last couple months of noticing this, applying it, backtesting, I've saved myself so many losses, or I've been able to move my stop to break even, and then again save myself from something, or I actually managed to get into a trade, whereas I would have missed it if I wouldn't have just observed this over the last time. And I just never thought about it, nor have I ever heard anyone really talk about it either. So maybe that's just me lacking resourcefulness. But yeah, so anyways, interesting to think about. It seems like it's kind of it should be the standard. And I feel like a lot of this comes back to how you came across trading. If you came across trading with like, MetaTrader, TradeLocker, then, you're naturally probably going to go and you're going to be looking at CFDs. But if you came across trading first through futures, whether it's, TopStep, Apex, or those firms, or, you're maybe have more capital to work with. So you're already trading with Thinkorswim, Swim, or TradeStation, or whatever, But yeah, it seems to me like this is really the standard, and it's actually kind of cool, because all that means is I've been playing this game on hard mode, on veteran mode, the whole fucking time. the whole time. So I don't know. It seems like things can only get better. So it's just pretty cool. So we'll go from there. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so Corey, you need the data at $7. It's free, or it's free if you connect a futures prop account to TradingView. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it can only get better from here, guys. So what I'll do is, if we go over something, I'm gonna go over it with the futures data feed, and then I'll show you what it looks like. The prices should be the same. So if you see Australian dollar futures, it's AU. Euro dollar futures, it's euro, etc. So it's going to be pretty much the same shit. But I just want you guys to understand that. And you're definitely going to get a way, like, you're just going to save yourself tons of money and have a way more precise. So anyways, with that being said, let's move on. Yeah, damn, it's over for these markets now. Enjoy your water. Stay hydrated, homie. Actually, with this mic, you guys might not pick up on that water too much, which is nice. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the majors, and then we'll dive into everything else. So right now what we're seeing is, logged in late and missed what you said. Greg, long story short, futures data feed should be your standard. And then I'm going to make a massive announcement here in about 10 minutes or so. And hopefully you guys are ready for all that. So right now, looking at futures, we have a bit of liquidity over here. So this liquidity should be nice. This, I think, is the next kind of target for the market. And this should be pulling into an imbalance right around here. So that's what I think Australian's going to go and do. In regards to an entries, honestly, I think it's the news event that we just had. So we have to still look at other assets, other correlated pairs. But I mean, it's pretty simple. We had the market drop off here for today's, what do I have over here? Got a Maya hair on me. It doesn't matter where I am on the planet. Maya's hair is always somehow following me. Backpack, luggage, shirt, hoodie. I don't know. It's in my contacts. Sometimes it's just wilding. But yeah, this is the setup. I think we had the retail sales an hour before New York Open. Market spiked down, then rebalanced and gave us bullish structure. So this is looking good. Things are looking pretty good over here. I think we'll see this all, work its way through. Now, some of you you can make, also, if you're looking at futures, you can adjust for contract changes on the bottom right here. Click that button and it'll adjust. So this is what I'm looking at for AUD, USD, a pullback to this morning's high impact news event, and then play out of that zone. Now we can take a look at this as well with NZD USD, which is the main correlated pair, the most closely correlated pair usually with the Australian. And it also did a spike down before it rallied. So there wasn't as much liquidity, in my opinion. I think if we take a look at what this appears with Australian, you can kind of see more sideways movement, a sweep, and then the continuation. Whereas with, I'm going to keep doing that for a little bit. But with New Zealand futures, we do see same thing, a spike down, and it does get below a few hours of price, and then the market continues. So as you guys are looking at this, I'm just going to keep my eye out on this, see how the market ends up rallying or reversing at some point. Doesn't have to be anytime soon by any means, but we hear it loud and clear. That was funny. And so from here, we can just get a nice little reaction and continuation. So there you have that. So very similar. You guys this is NZD, USD. From here, what we like to look at is Euro. So Euro futures. What do you guys see, right? Very similar. However, and this is now kind of a quiz question for you guys. Would you take, out of the three that we've looked at so far, AUD, NZD, and Euro, what is the least likely to have success? Which of these three is the least likely to have success? What do you guys think here? We're looking at liquidity. You see the big sweep down. You guys have that there. Big push to the downside. Euro, right? Yeah, Euro's spike down is nice. However, it didn't really go on much of a bull run. It didn't really go and push higher. It has like a higher high. Don't get me wrong. There is demand for bullish structure. But if we look at, if we look at everything else, once we take a look at you have it right here, Australian, it's a nice sweep down in continuation. AUD is way up here. It's just kept going higher and higher and higher. Whereas when we take a look at Euro futures, it is not the same, right? The market has been slowly but surely working its way down. So I would personally stay out of any sort of long positions on Euro futures. And that now takes us to, how many times are we going to do that this session? That takes us to the British pound futures. So similar situation. We have the liquidity here build up throughout for just a couple hours. The spike down. The market goes and it's been trading above the previous high very nicely. However, comparative to Australian and New Zealand futures, it's not the same. So I'm going to stay out of that. The big setup for me, which could end up becoming a swing idea, we'll see what happens here. Maybe not, because there is more imbalance. So we'll see. But I do think we'll get at least a reversal. Let's see, in which, depending on how the market's reversed, we can see how far we take this thing. But yeah, we have British pound. Interesting. Anyways, so we have the British pound here, and we had a nice little sweep November 6th, Wednesday. So a nice little push above. The market then drops. We haven't quite closed this out yet, and we've also built up equal highs. So there's liquidity here sitting at right under 1.30. We have those equal highs. So we know there's been retail sellers here. And then even today, we just saw the market come right back up to those previous highs. So to me, this looks like we're just luring in retail sells, and it's almost about time for this bad boy to maybe wick up and then make a nice drop down. So in terms of targets, yes, I am looking more for a swing. I think we've kind of rallied to these daily levels where we go back about, a quarter or so, and we can either get a nice push down to these previous structures. These are daily time frame reversal levels. So playing out of here. The reality is we even have equal lows over here. So we'll just see how this prints. Maybe you don't hold that for very long. You don't necessarily need to. The market here is set up in a way where you don't necessarily, for this idea, it's a pretty tight stop. This is let's say you traded right out of the open, you're looking at 30 pip max. So playing out of here, just even trading into the zone, you can get a nice 3R, if not more. You can target some imbalance, some order blocks. You can get a pretty good move without having to go swing, right? Let's say you're not that comfortable with that, or you'd rather just choose the more conservative route. I do think that is a very possible play there. So love to see it. What up, guys? We're about to crack a hundo. Let's go. Good stuff. I'm stoked. And can somebody let me know? I think this is still the rule last time I checked. but I think you have to get to 10,000 subscribers in order to do like a YouTube, what's called like a fundraiser for like a good cause. Last time I checked, it was like 10K. So like right now, that's my mission. I want to get to 10K here because I do want to host like a trading marathon or a live stream and just do something dope for domestic violence. Like that's kind of my mission. So let's see. Y'all let me know if they drop that, then dope. But I'm not sure if that's the case quite yet. But so yeah, that's it. That's what we're looking for here. And hopefully you guys mark this up. So again, I'm looking at the daily level. My entries are going to be above 1.3016. So above that in the zone is what I'm shooting for around here. Okay. So with that being said, as you guys can see, a lot of these setups that I'm looking at right now, they're not super close, except for pound here. And there might be something else. So let's go take a look at, I'm going to keep doing that. Let's go take a look at Canadian futures. This is going to be, it's going to look the opposite of USD CAD. Okay. So just so you guys are familiar, this is going to look a lot different. I don't necessarily have an entry over here. I've just kind of stayed out of the market. This has been very bullish, but there hasn't really been, there hasn't really been quality setups. The market's kind of just slowly working its way up. And what's given me a lot of peace throughout time, and one of the pros, one of the advantages that I have, because I look at a lot of different setups, the advantage is that I can be just so patient with one asset. So what I mean by that is I don't need to trade Canadian for really at any time. It doesn't really matter because there's other things that are happening. And so that's the kind of the benefit of having indices, and my entry model for them is that most days I get an entry on indices that can do more than enough for some quality trading. And then on top of that, every now and then there might be like a metals buy or sell. Same thing with, some sort of currency or oil. So at the end of the day, there's no shortage of opportunity. That's why I don't really focus on specializing in one asset. I more so focus on specializing in a setup, and then that kind of opened up a lot more for me personally. So it's cool. I feel like it just gifts you a lot more patience. But yeah, so that's what we have. Oh, almost did it again. That's what we have with Canadian. Not necessarily looking for anything else there. So let's look at the Swiss franc. Similar. Normally, USD-CHF, this market, if you look at USD-CHF, the last few hours have been going up. With futures, it's going to be doing the opposite. So to make it easy for you guys, I can look at USD, because I know a lot of you are more familiar with looking at the market like this. And so we can go about it this way. And yeah, right now, the only setup that I'm waiting for is the movement that happened March 5th. So on March 5th, we had a massive spike up before everything drops. And we're now getting further and further away from this. So similar, like I don't have some sort of scalping strategy, or I don't find the need to be in this. So yeah, I'm just kind of chilling with this one, waiting for market to get back to this massive pump that we saw March 5th. And then if we go look at futures charts, it's a similar scenario. You have this move here. We have ways to go. We have some time. So eventually we'll get over here. Could FOMC bring us down to here? It's possible. We'll see. We'll have a better look at this by tomorrow. Why futures chart and not forex? I went over that whole spiel in the beginning. So you'll have to go back and watch that just to respect everyone else's time. And then lastly, with the majors, I'll look at USD JPY, and then we'll cross-reference this with futures. But yeah, majors right now with USD JPY has been pumping, moving on up. If you were, was it this morning? Yeah, if you were live with me this morning, we talked about how I talked about how USD JPY or 6 J, is it 6Y? I don't remember. It could mitigate here. The only thing that I didn't love was that we got equal highs. We didn't get higher highs. However, we've been trading alongside the trend for a bit. And so here's my notes from the Spanish stream. But I was okay with not taking this. However, when you're trading alongside like the recent trend, you can get away with not getting a trade like that. I don't like getting sloppy or adding too many rules to how I approach the market. But yeah, I mean, this time it did work out. I said there was, but it is what it is. 6J. Oh no, I'm chopping up now. Man down. It's too early for this, bro. Ain't no way. Hold on. I might have to lose the mic. All right. Let's see if this helps. Why does it do this? Un momento. Is there a way to refresh this stream real quick? Coin, view, preferences. Yeah, I had to cut out for a bit. Let me know if it's still cutting out for you guys, or if it's like just not working out. I think that's the case though. How do I reset the network? Stream. No. Down bad, folks. We are down bad. I can hear you, but pick is kind of choppy still. Okay. So it's not bad. It looks here that we're red, like the death of it. Interesting. YouTube's trying to kill me off here. Saying we're going to end your stream because you suck. Nice streaming. Alright, one sec, guys. What is this, man? Why can't I just do the thing that I gotta do? Yeah, well, you guys need video. I mean, the audio is good. That's fine. Y'all can hear me yap all day. But if you can't see what I'm marking up, then it's kind of no use to you. You know what? Okay, we'll do this. I'm gonna announce what I was gonna announce in the first place. So if you guys can still hear me, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you can still hear me loud and clear. I'm gonna announce this and then I have a solution for this. So it all ends up working out, huh? I love when things happen this way. Okay, so let's see, you guys can hear me, right? Yes. Yet. It's not time. We can do this. We can work it out. We can work it out. Alright guys, B money. What a beast. What do I need to close to make this thing work? Alright, so peep this real quick. Finally, I've been able to share this. And I got something special for you guys. So I finally have the free community free community for everybody. And on top of that, I made a tons of free resources for you guys. So we have a beginner's course here for those of you. It's totally free. So we have a beginner's course here for everybody to join. If you know very little, and then if you're more on the intermediate side, we have the Smart Money Playbook. And on top of that, if you do want to catch me trade FOMC live, I will only be doing it everything for the future. But yeah, this is totally available for you guys for the free ski. And I want you guys to be able to just keep getting better. I know a lot of you are not in the position. Added bonus to help all of my traders out here. So here we go. There it is. Feel free to join. I don't know if y'all can even hear me. And if you can, sick. If you can't, well, it is what it is. So yeah, right there. It's there. We have the launch pad here. So trading 101, tools, risk reward, psychology, how to set up your first trade. I know a lot of you are past that. The Smart Money Playbook here. 6 different videos to walk you guys through this. Building a system, technicals, risk management, how to build a smart money system, and then some more psychology. Looks like it's skipping. Yeah, basically that link right there sends you guys to the free community. I'm going to be doing FOMC live here. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart this stream. If you see this, then you see this. If not, then I guess it's a bummer. But yeah, let me restart the stream. 1 second, guys. I don't know why this thing is being such a disaster. Let's see. Like the absolute worst way to announce this, I think. Okay. Let's see. Looks like it's better now, yeah?